So the ICC has released an arrest warrant for Benjamin Netanyahu, Prime Minister of Israel, and some Hamas leaders, which the news I read, it didn't point any names specifically. And of course, you know, ICC, it's that institution that a lot of countries adhere to, but not the ones that commit the most crimes. Very conveniently, right? Including, for example, I think the best example for this is the United States, which does not recognize the ICC. But the ICC seems to be an instrument of these big powers like the US, nevertheless. Remember when they released an arrest warrant to Vladimir Putin? It clearly being pressed by the big powers of the West to do so. But now they have come to their senses. They had gathered a team of experts that advised them on this decision. By the way, this team of experts was unanimous on their decision. Unanimous. And I think that it's the expected decision, right? I mean, Israel is really committing genocide. It's like they are provoking a new Holocaust, but it's not it's for everyone to see. They really behave like the Nazis. You have videos of security forces of Israel, army and police arresting Arabs on the street. I mean, the testimony is endless for so many years. The abuse that Israel has been, it's not just now, now has reached a higher scale. That's the only difference. But anyway, the ICC released this arrest warrant, right? And Lindsey Graham, you know who this scumbag is. He is the one who said the words that it was the best business, the war in Ukraine was the best business ever, or was the most profitable ever, was something along these lines. And Lindsey Graham now said that the US should sanction the ICC for this decision. You don't like the court's decision, you sanction it. These people keeps surprising me. They keep surprising me. When you think they've reached the bottom, they always find some more space to go lower and lower. This is utter mobsters. These are the kinds of guys, people like Lindsey Graham or Joe Biden, these neocon hawks. These are the kind of people that makes me lose faith in humanity. A lot of other kind of people makes me gain hope in humanity, but these are this kind of people, because they get rich screwing other people, and they go through all their lives unaccountable. Simple as that. And remember when the ICC released the warrant to Vladimir Putin, there was no such indignation by Lindsey Graham or any of this. Surprisingly, Joseph Borrell, Jungle Joseph, reportedly he was speaking from his garden, and he told that the ICC decision is mandatory. Okay, the stance was correct, but whatever that means, I think it's just to look good on the picture, because it would be too much hypocrisy for him to dismiss the ICC also. Palestine has really knocked a huge blow on the credibility of Western arguments against Russia in Ukraine. A huge blow. And even with all the propaganda, sometimes the propaganda still, the Western propaganda still resorts to the old methods from the beginning of the war to victimize. So the Ukrainians are all victims, and they make these stories on the news which always portrays a singular case. Oh, this is a mother, she has 2 kids and she goes to work, and today she found her place destroyed. You know, like this kind of stories. Because the Russians, always ignoring that in this war, and they always confuse collateral with war crimes, right? So yeah, what does it mean for the ICC to send an arrest warrant? Netanyahu, by the way, said they are crossing red lines. Netanyahu speaks in a menacing way, in a threatening way, in every direction he feels like. One can ask, why such a small, strange country like Israel can do this, right? You compare it, we all know why. I mean, if you follow this channel, I don't need to state it, right? They are an extension. Go watch Joe Biden in the 80s and 90s speaking about Israel, and you will understand why. Best investment to protect our interests in the Middle East, according to Joe Biden. Okay guys, I'll make this one short. I hope I see you on the next one. I have to go and get some sleep.